Hello, my loves, and welcome to Jennifer's Open Book, where we don't believe in filters. Today, I'm going to send you guys some love, some motivation. I'm going to encourage you today because that's what I do, and I do it best. Before I get to that, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Share this video with somebody that you love. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think of this video. And let me know if you guys have any questions or anything that you want me to cover in my next video. Also, go check out some of my other videos and let me know what you think, okay? Make sure you also hit your like button or dislike if you don't like it. But I encourage you to hit the like button. So that being said, let's get to this. So as you guys know, I like to share my experiences with you all. And a lot of times when I talk to you guys, I'm pretty much talking to myself. You guys are my mirror. So when I'm encouraging you, I'm also encouraging myself because we need it, and we need it daily. We need daily encouragement, especially with these hard times that we're in right now. Everybody needs a little encouragement and a little motivation. So I am going to share some things with you today. Earlier today, I was I recorded a show on Third Eye Visions with Anthony Parker. You guys go check him out. We were talking about, racism and colorism and things of that nature. And it got me to thinking about some of the experiences I had in the past. And I'm not going to get into the whole race talk and everything. If you guys want to go check out that video, it's very informative and it's very powerful. It's a very good video. But what I do want to talk to you about is loving the skin that you're in. And this is for everybody. I am not talking to one specific race of people. I'm talking, and I'm not necessarily even talking about race. I'm not talking about the color of your skin. I'm talking about loving you unconditionally. Because if you don't love you, nobody else can really love you. You have to love yourself. So, I have had growing up a lot of hits to my self-esteem, and now people talk to me like I have a couple people that I talk to on a daily basis, and they say, Jennifer, you always have so much confidence and you really inspire me. You're very encouraging. You got a lot of energy and I love it, and I appreciate that, and I'm grateful to those people. What you don't know is that I have to work myself up to that every day. I don't just wake up like, yes, this is going to be an awesome day. My day starts with prayer. I wake up in the morning and I start with prayer. And I always tell you guys that I am a spiritual person. So I start my day with prayer because I have no idea what kind of day I'm going to have. And I take hits to my self-esteem just like everybody else does. I don't wake up every day feeling beautiful or feeling like, yes, this is going to be an awesome day. So I have to pray sometimes my way into my confidence. So I'm going to tell you, when I was younger, my family, most of my family, or I should say most of the family that I've been around are dark-skinned people. And when I grew up, they always told me that I was beautiful and that I had a beautiful complexion and everything. But when you go to school, you hear something different. And also I had, a few light-skinned people in my family who would say things like, oh, you're pretty to be so black, and you need to stay out of the sun so much so that you won't get so dark. And I even had a family member to encourage me to buy some skin cream that was supposed to lighten your skin. So these people, I wasn't around them as much as I was around the people who were positive. Unfortunately, I've noticed that the negative things speak to us louder than the positive things for some reason. And those things affect us more than the positive thing. So it's like no matter how much people told me that my skin was beautiful and how beautiful I was, because I had a handful of people telling me, that I was too dark, it just like I wasn't hearing the positive part of it. And so I had a low self-esteem for a very long time. That on top of being blind and being just awkward. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am still probably a little socially awkward. But all of that put together, it just kind of it truly affected me. It wasn't until I got to the point in my life where I drowned out everybody's opinion, good or bad. And I had to speak to myself. I had to encourage myself and say, Jennifer, you are beautiful. Look at your life and what you do on a daily basis. You're freaking awesome. You get up every morning, you get dressed, you clean your face, you do your hair. You are beautiful, and no one can tell you any different. I heard this sister say once, other people's business ain't none of your business. Excuse me, I said that wrong. Other people's opinion ain't none of your business. That's how she said it. And that's their opinion, good or bad. You have to love you. You have to love the skin that you are in. And like I said, it took me a long time to get to that point. So when I got older, one of those same people, they said it to me again, you are really pretty to be so black. And I looked at her and I said, I'm really pretty, period. And that was the end of that. I didn't hear that anymore. Because I chose not to hear the negative. I chose not to receive the negative. My sister just, she told me a couple of days ago, when people say something to you that's negative, you have to tell them, just look at them and say, you know what, I don't receive that. And you leave it at that. They can't really say anything to you after you tell them that you don't receive it. They might try, but all you have to do is tell them, I don't receive that. And you drown it out. You don't hear it. You have to love you. I will share this with you. When I went into, I think I was in the 8th grade, and the girls at the school were wearing makeup and everything. And of course, I was going through puberty, so I had like all these bumps on my face and everything, and I wanted to cover them up. And I wanted to start wearing makeup. Of course, my mom, who's really awesome, was like, no, you don't get to wear makeup. And my grandfather, he explained to me, he said, those girls who wear makeup, they are covering their face. They're putting on a mask. That's not them. He said, you are beautiful. Your face is beautiful. Once you're done going through what you're going through, all of those bumps are going to go away. You're fine. And at the time, I was like, but they're here now, and I'm walking around with my head down and my face bumped up. I got acne. I hated it, but he was right. And I rarely wear makeup. I got a little lip gloss now, but I rarely wear makeup even now. And because I can't see, I don't know what I look like, but I get a lot of compliments when I don't wear makeup. And when I do wear makeup, I still look like me. I do a natural look. It's just something to do really when I put on makeup. So I love the skin that I'm in, and I encourage you to love the skin that you're in. And just know that somebody's always going to have something to say about you. You have to just let them know, I don't receive it. And if you don't say it to them, say it to yourself. Just be like, self, you don't receive that. And you don't hear it. You just ignore it. People used to tell me growing up, just ignore them. And it's hard to ignore people when they're constantly in your ear. At least it used to be. It's so easy. Once you become an adult, for some reason, it's like super easy to ignore people. But yeah, you have to ignore it. You have to drown it out and just don't receive any of that negativity. Love the skin you're in, whether you're light skin, dark skin, whether your skin is all broke out and blotchy, whether you got scars. I have scars. whether you have scars, whether you have stretch marks. It's your skin. And a lot of it, we can't do anything about it. So we have to embrace it and we have to love it. We have to do what we have to do because nobody's perfect. You see all of these beauties on television. Trust me, they're airbrushed, made up. Everything is covered up. They probably got bruises and bumps and stretch marks and scars and all kind of stuff in places that you can't see. We are not perfect. No one is perfect. Them women been nipped and tucked. I know a lot of people who love natural beauty. They want you to be you. You should just want to be you. Be you and be the best you that you can possibly be. I never thought growing up that I would have a child who was the opposite of me as far as complexion goes. But I have a biracial daughter. And she's 5 years old, and over the past couple of years, she's been noticing differences in skin complexion. She wasn't taught this. She has no idea about different races or anything like that. She's just making observations. So the first time she did it, it was so funny. We were standing in line at a grocery store, and she put her hand on my face, and she says, "Mommy's brown." And she talks about herself in the third person sometimes. So she says, "Alexa's white." And we were kind of like standing there like, what are we supposed to say to this little girl? Because she was 3 years old when she did that. So because like I said, I can't see her, so I really don't know what color she is. I know what people tell me, and I always tell her whenever she brings up the subject, I tell her, "But you are very beautiful." I said, "Your color is beautiful. Everything about you is beautiful," because I also know from growing up around lighter people that a lot of them go through the same thing that dark-skinned people go through. They have people saying things about their complexion and about the way their hair is and everything, because somebody's gonna always have something to say about you. So you have to encourage yourself and encourage the people around you. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that always has something negative to say about how somebody looks. People go through enough. They don't need you bad mouthing them about how they look. Some people just they wake up not feeling it. I'm telling you guys, sometimes I wake up in the morning like, oh. And I have to go and, like, when I get fixed up, I do it for myself. I used to, when I used to go out, my mom always taught me that whenever you go out, look your best because you never know who you're going to run into. And I grew up always getting dressed, and they used to be so mad at me because they had to wait on me to get dressed. I had to, like, take a shower, wash my face, put on earrings, make sure everything was in place and everything, because my mom put that in my head. You never know who you're going to run into, and you should always look nice. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I changed that philosophy from you never know who you're going to run into to I get up and I get myself dressed and I get myself together because it makes me feel good to look good. It makes me feel good to get dressed up. I love wearing earrings. I love putting on my little lip gloss. I love to wear heels and put on dresses and get really pretty. I mean, even my underwear. I like for my underwear to be pretty. And I don't do that for anybody but me. I'm single, y'all. I do that for me. I do that because it makes me feel good. So, for those of you who want to know why when you see me I'm confident and why I always have so much energy and everything, I'm gonna tell you just to recap. I pray, I take care of me, and I do it for me because I love me. So I'm encouraging you to love you. Love the skin you're in. Be the best you that you can be. So I'm done with you guys for the day. I said what I said, I meant what I said, and I truly love you, and I want you to love you. Bye.